An important official announcement. This is very serious. Want to get this out. Message to Trae Young on behalf of the people of New York City and anyone who cares about actually playing basketball the right way. Stop hunting for fouls, Trae. I want to quote Steve Nash, one of the great player, great coach. He says, quote unquote, "That's not basketball." Trae, that hawk's not going to fly in New York City. Come on. Play the game the right way. See if you can win. I think the Knicks are going to teach you a lesson.
Things getting heated in NYC. That was Mayor Bill de Blasio going after Trae Young after his Game 1 heroics. Now the villain of MSG. That will be Trae Young's daddy. Rayford had this to say to the New York Daily News. Quote, he loves it. When they did it to Reggie Miller was in his prime. He was 28, 29 years old near the back end of his career. They're going to have to see Trae for the next 10 or 15 years. Stephen A. Smith, your Knickerbockers, they finally have their villain. They're loud, angry New Yorkers like yourself and Max Kellerman, and they're ready for a little rallying call. So
well, first of all, a couple of things we got to get out of the way. Don't listen to Mayor de Blasio. We can't wait for you to leave office any damn way, okay? Oh, and by the way, if you're going to sit up there and try to give the Knicks some encouragement, what the hell you bringing up Steve Nash for? He's in Brooklyn with the Nets. We're talking about the Knicks here. You Trae Young, he has been playing the right way. Looking for fouls is the right way to go. Shooting those threes is the right thing to do. Getting in the lane, dropping those floaters is the right thing to do. Throwing those dime pieces is the right thing to do. If you are the New York Knicks, you got to clamp down. You got to sit up there. You got to double him. You got to get the ball out of his hands. You got to force somebody else to make a play. Julius Randle, there's 2 All-Stars in this series. Only one showed up in Game 1. What you going to do in Game 2, baby? What are you going to do in Game 2? It's your time. Most improved player of the year. You got my vote in that category. You deserved it. Now it's time to show up and prove it. By the way, that was a beautiful thing with your son coming to deliver you the trophy for the most improved award. I'm telling you, that's my league MVP. Your son, Julius Randle. That's a special, beautiful kid right there. But you got to show up in Game 2. Oh, by the way, if you're Tom Thibodeau, how about doing this? Alfred Payton, we like you. We appreciate the job that you did this year. But over the last month and a half or so, you've struggled pretty miserably. Time to sit you down. Time to sit you down. And what it's time to do now is put Derrick Rose up in there real quickly. Let them play a vast majority as backcourt mates. Start Derrick Rose and get this party started a bit earlier. RJ Barrett, the dunk was nice, brother, but we need you to hit some more of those perimeter shots. And Alec Burks, excuse me, Tom Thibodeau, get that man the ball. Keep giving him the ball because he's one of the guys that you can rely on from a perimeter shot. It's Game 2, baby. It's the Knicks. We coming. New York, stand up. New York, stand up. ATL, we coming. We coming, ATL. Okay. We coming. We going to handle our business tonight in Game 2. We going to take you down. Then we coming down to the ATL and we taking over. We taking over. New York, stand up. New York, stand up. Here we come. Let's go, y'all. Let's go.
New York would be standing up because of the Brooklyn Nets. But let me tell you something, Stephen A., and everybody for that matter. I don't root for the Knicks as long as Dolan owns that team. Through had Charles Oakley arrested, basically. I don't root for the Knicks till Dolan sells the team.
I'm not laughing at that. I'm just laughing at him over here.
Well, that's how I feel. Like, I never heard Steinbrenner threw Paul O'Neill out of Yankee Stadium or had him arrested or anything like that, right? But let me tell you why I'm not even focused on the Knicks, because the Nets are going to rep New York. I'm focused on de Blasio. The nerve of this man. One of the most humiliating things in the history of New York City. Like, when Bloomberg became mayor, he at least had the decency to say, okay, look, I was a Red Sox fan. I'm mayor of New York now. I'm a Yankees fan. Put on the hat. De Blasio refused in open defiance of New York City. Got elected mayor and refused and said he's still a Red Sox fan.
I like loyal people.
The worst thing, that's because you're not a New Yorker. The worst thing that ever happened in New York politically that way is that the mayor of New York roots openly for the Red Sox. It's not, it's intolerable. He should be impeached for that alone. And he has the nerve to open his mouth about another New York team?
And then brings up the other New York team to talk about that New York team.
I kind of loved it. I love what de Blasio did there.
Well, I can't wait till he gets out of office, personally.
Look, I'm not worried about the politics.
I'm not a fan. But I will tell you this. Trae Young is not playing the wrong way. He is playing the right way. Part of playing the right way is being able to draw fouls. I mean, de Blasio clearly doesn't know basketball. That's part of playing the right way. So the New York Knicks better stop this, brother, because let me tell you something right now. We didn't give Trae Young enough shine and enough praise because we've spent too much of the last 2 or 3 years talking about the draft day trade that involved Atlanta and Dallas, where he got Luka Doncic. They got Luka Doncic. But Trae Young averaged 25 this year. Trae Young can ball. Trae Young can make.
I can't get past the de Blasio thing. I'm sorry. When I was mayor of L.A., I gave up the Knicks for the Lakers.
Oh, my goodness.
I was mayor of Los Angeles. I gave up the Knicks for the Lakers.
Y'all are hilarious. Stephen A., did the Knicks even the series tonight? We only have a couple minutes.
Absolutely. And I will be there.
Oh,
and we will close this out. The New York Knicks will show. They ain't going down to the ATL O2. They ain't going down. We coming down. We winning tonight. And then after that, Friday, we roll up at the Phillips Arena in the ATL. And oh, by the way, New York's in the building. It'll be more Knicks fans in attendance at the Phillips Arena than it will be Atlanta Hawks fans. We in the building. We coming.
The Knicks,
ATL, we coming.
I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of jealous. I need to go to some games.
The Knicks better win the game.
I agree with that.
Because
I agree with that.
Atlanta already got the split on the road. And I think the Knicks win this series in 7. I'm right on the fence. They lost game 1 at home, maybe Atlanta in 7. It's a real long. But if the Knicks go down 0-2 at home to a lower seed,
important thing to say.
New York
Important thing to say. Important thing to say.
We got to go.
Atlanta has better talent.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
They're just younger and inexperienced, and that's why the Knicks are going to win this series. They have better talent.
Right.
They're younger, and they're going to win.
You were just jumping
quickly, Barrett, Randall.
Show. You're done. LeBron James and Anthony Davis or Kevin Durant and James Harden, which is the best duo in the NBA? Stephen A. on one side.
Hell with them.
Max on the other. Can't wait settle.
Knicks stand up.
Self down.
Knicks stand
We don't
up.
have any adult beverages tonight. There's nobody in the NFL more electrifying and must-see TV than Patrick freaking Mahomes. But is there someone